Not too many people have the urge to go over the edge of a 6-story building, even if it is for a good cause. But come October 22nd, that's exactly what Dessa Williams plans to do. The owner of Roland Title Company in Anderson will once again don rappelling gear and scale down the side of part of Anderson's skyline. Dessa shares some of her thoughts with us about going over the edge and how you can participate in helping to support the community that we live in. Now, Dessa, you've done this once before, but even so, aren't you a little bit nervous?
Yeah, I'm a little nervous. I'm going to be rappelling off a building, but nervous as last year? No. Now I know what to expect.
Tell me about that first time when you first stepped up to the edge and looked down and realized you were going to be going down the side of that building.
Originally, once I got up there, I thought, oh, this isn't as high as I thought it was. And then you actually climb onto the edge and sit down over the edge, and then you realize the height of it. Looking down, I wasn't afraid per se. I could see, the faces of my friends and family, but actually turning around, sitting down, getting ready to go over the edge was, my adrenaline was going crazy.
How far is it from the time you step off of the top of the building till your feet are on the ground?
It's literally just minutes. I've watched the replay of my video going down. My family recorded it, and I recorded it on my GoPro. And it's just not that much time. I felt like it was forever, but it's just minutes. I think they said it was 70 feet. Not terrible.
Had you ever done anything like that before, zip-lined or anything?
I have zip-lined, yes, but I've never really done anything else like that. I've always wanted to rappel.
For somebody who might be thinking about doing this event themselves, we talked about you get up there and you look down and what it feels like, but let's talk about the safety factor. The people who are involved, how they help you, and what goes on during the actual process.
I felt 100% safe. There was not a single time that I was actually afraid for safety reasons. Your head gets involved and you become afraid, but safety-wise, you are hooked up to a lot of different cords. You have people on the ground, you have people up on the roof. You practice beforehand. You're fully prepared by the time you go over.
Did you do anything to mentally or physically prepare for this?
No, not really. I am definitely an overthinker. So for me, I had to realize a lot of it was in my head. I had to overcome that myself. I had one of my best friends by my side, and he went down over the edge with me as well. And he went down at the same time I did, so that whenever I was afraid, I could look over and, he reassured me. But in my video of the GoPro, you can just hear me laughing the entire time. I had an absolute blast.
All right, so this is for a purpose. There's a cause, and that's the reason for your commitment to it. Let's talk about that a little bit.
It's a fundraiser to raise money for the Anderson Museum of Art. What we're doing, each edger that goes over has to raise a certain amount. I have created a team. I'm still recruiting for team members. So I will have a certain amount that I need to raise in order for my team to be able to go over. But that way, we're all doing it together. I'm recruiting more people. I'm trying to get more people involved. But all of it goes towards the Anderson Museum of Art.
Are there a certain number of people who will be going over the edge?
I believe we can take up to 80. So we have a little ways to go. We are looking for a lot of people to sign up and register, fundraise, and spread the word, and then go over the edge.
Did you have a particular goal set for last year? And if so, did you meet or beat that goal?
I think my goal last year was maybe 2,000 or 2,500. Then the competitive side comes out, and I think I ended up at 3,300, ended up being the final number. And I was the number one fundraiser last year.
So have you raised that goal for this year? Have you put your foot on the accelerator and said, I want to do more?
I have not. My goal this year is more about getting awareness, getting more people involved. Last year, it was just me, so I was just trying to raise a lot of money. This year, I want more people. I want them to see what downtown Anderson has to offer, what Madison County has to offer, and I want people involved. I want people around.
If we want to get involved at this point and have it, what's the pathway to that?
Sure, you'll just go to the Anderson Museum of Art's website, look for Over the Edge, which is OTE. So you can register to actually go over the edge, or you can register to be a volunteer, or you can donate.
Wow. Dessa, any thoughts in the final moments of this interview?
I think it's just come. If you are afraid of heights and you're not interested in going over the edge, or you don't have the money to donate, that's okay. Come and cheer the people on. It's going to be an event. There's going to be music, vendor booths, food trucks, and downtown Anderson will be booming. So just come, enjoy the day, even if you're unable to actually participate in the event itself.
It's October 22nd, over the edge of the First Merchants Building in the 800 block of Main Street in Anderson. Another opportunity to help support our community. Support that the future of your community depends on. Our sincere thanks to Dessa Williams for the difference you're making in our community and for joining us today. And to you, thank you for listening. That's the latest buzz in Madison County.